Don't judge me. I don't need your judgment. Oh, yeah. Here comes the mess. Please don't make... Oh, thank God most of it was already drained. Hello and welcome back to Speed Freak Garage, home of power sports on YouTube. We're only going to do a few things today. One of the things I just had to add to the list, I got in here and there was a little oil drip on the floor because I'm an idiot and didn't snug the oil drain bolt tight enough. Now obviously you don't want to over tighten it, but I didn't get it tight enough to prevent oil from seeping out. So we're just gonna fix that real quick. And it's most likely because that copper washer needs to be replaced. But yeah, so hopefully that'll stop the dripping onto my floor. The other thing is I noticed that the trash bag collapsed in the trash can, so that's nice, but we'll deal with that in a sec. So the first thing I wanna do is the purpose of this particular video is evidence that I unpaired the Open Flash tablet because I'm going to sell it because I'm not going to have this engine anymore. So what's the point of having this? And if somebody buys the engine and they want this, then they'll get it for free with the engine. But if the person buys the engine and already has one, then I'd rather sell it. So we're gonna hop up in here. One of the other things I need to do is get the vent gauge out because that can also be sold. I mean, I could probably sell it for half of its new value since, I mean, it works fine. So we unplug our vent gauge, and then I've had the most success with this tablet when I plug it in and then turn the key, as odd as that sounds. Because most of those Bluetooth modules like that hook to your phone, they usually work the opposite way. Okay, so my understanding... Ooh, am I recording? Is GoPro recording? Sorry, okay. So my understanding is it should be pretty straightforward. I might have to turn the key on. It might get mad at me here. No, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Which is good. I haven't unhooked the fuel lines yet. Definitely don't want to start the car once the fuel lines are unhooked. Okay. That's it. Original file, is that how you unpair it? Ooh, I just started that. Well, I hope that's how you do it. So, if you got friends around, make sure you yell at them, hey, don't fucking touch the door handles or anything, because you guys will fuck me over. So this takes way too long, in my opinion, for a simple flash, but it's probably because they have to, you know, brute force their way through the computer. I like how they added a voltage thing. Like, it looks like my battery's a little low since the car's been sitting, but I mean, there's no harm. Nothing's gonna happen to it in a few minutes. So I believe, I'll have to double check online, but I believe writing the original file unpairs the OpenFlash tablet. We will see. We will see. And I don't want to hear any lectures about how it's not safe to get in a car while it's on a lift. I'm well aware of that. But, you know, I got shit to do and I don't have time to wait, so don't want to hear it. Poor car. So neglected. Ooh. This car needs a lot of work. So after this, I'm gonna check online, I guess, real quick and make sure that's the way to do it. And if it is, then I'm gonna pull the battery so we don't have to worry about anything shorting out or whatever. And then I'm gonna pull the coolant line, and that's gonna be it, because I need the coolant to keep draining. It's taking forever. Taking forever. Definitely not gonna start the engine. Okay, so go back to tuning info. Didn't change anything. Tuning right. No. Back. Setup. Nope. Nope. Guess the only thing well, the pedal dance shouldn't be necessary with an engine swap, I would hope. What? VIN not locked. Okay, so right here. VIN not locked. So I believe that means that this is now sellable. Okay. Make sure my doors are unlocked before I pull the battery. Okay. Okay, come on. Don't fall. Okay. I'm gonna leave the doors open so I can be sure they're not locked. Ooh, that's close. Okay. So this will have to go back inside in the warmth. Not sure how it would handle the cold for too long. Okay. This stupid thing is supposed to turn off after 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to check that. Okay, anyway, What was I doing? Right, so I'm gonna shut this coolant drain off completely, tighten it back up like it was when I found it, take this hose and put it back where I found it. And it's plastic, so you don't want to overdo it. Okay, I think it's pretty cool that that hose is the right size. That's gotta be what that was designed to do. So, stick that bastard back in there. Man, why is it all nasty and dirty and stuff? I don't want that down in my coolant bottle. What's the deal? Is that like, what the hell? Not sure what that's about. Okay. I don't know. Right, I don't have a trash can in the bathroom yet because I did not think that through. Need a trash can in there. Bathroom size trash can, obviously, that's why. Anyway, okay, so we can stick this back in here. And coolant is, what, 50% water? So don't freak out that I'm dripping water in it, okay? All right, put this thing back on. We want to leave this loose, and I need a new towel for, I want it to get air so the when I open up the bottom, it'll still drain but not get dirt in there. Okay, battery. Kind of screwed myself because the car's too high now. So the ground is this side. Trying to remember what the rule is to take the ground off first. Or I've had that internal debate with myself so many times. It's even smaller. I think it's a not smaller. So 10? Maybe a 10? It's a 10. So if I'm working on the ground connection and I accidentally touch the wrench to the car, it won't short out because it's ground to ground. Now if I was doing the power connection and touch the wrench to the car, it would short out and that would not be good. So I'm gonna take the ground off first. You know, I kind of feel dumb because I have ratcheting wrenches with a little plastic insulator. I think that's, no, that's not plastic. Anyway, I have a ratcheting wrench. It makes more sense to use that. Okay, come on. Okay. Now the problem is, how do I normally have to rig something up. And it's just temporary since the catch can's got to come out anyway. which sucks because that catch can was expensive, but that's also something I can sell with the engine is, hey, I'll sell you a catch can that works great with the turbo. You don't need a catch can if you don't have a turbo, and I mean, I can have that argument all day long too, but oh, that didn't work. Okay, anyway, so that's away from the battery now. Granted, I think to get the battery out, I have to have the catch can out. But I can at least get the battery disconnected so we don't have any voltage going to it. And then once the coolant's drained, what am I doing? Once the coolant's drained, then I can get the car back down where I can actually get to the battery in an intelligent way. And I got to get a charger on the battery so the battery doesn't go bad, because if you let these go dead, they do go bad. And there's arguments about that too, but that's my understanding of the science behind these batteries. So the only thing left, my recording, please be recording. Okay, the only thing left is to deal with our coolant mess. Looks like it stayed in the bag. Now how I'm gonna get the bag doesn't want to stay up. Shit. Duct tape is a solution for everything, or in this case, masking tape. Don't judge me. I don't need your judgment. Okay, now I think one of the, probably harder than anything else, is going to be getting this heat shielding off, especially because some of it's pretty fresh. Well, maybe not. Come on. And if you guys are wondering why there's heat shielding on here, well, I hope you don't have a turbo. Because the headers get very, very close to a very vital coolant line, and you absolutely 100% need heat shielding on it. And it doesn't have to be this crappy heat shield tape. It could be any kind of heat shielding. I'm not saying it has to be this junk tape that I used. Probably completely replace this lower hose, since the heat shielding's kind of taking its toll. And probably just the stress from all the heat. Oh wait, no, what am I saying? This lower hose won't even be... I'll just give it away with the engine, I guess. Because the swap will have a completely different hose. Oh man, this is gonna suck. And I don't want to just take like a razor blade to it, because then I could really cause problems. I mean, I could just cut the hose, but that's kind of a lazy way to do it. I wrapped it too good. on. Now what? Come on. Okay, I give up. I'm getting a knife. I'm just gonna throw the coolant hose away then. I'm not gonna risk giving it to somebody and then it's got a leak in it. That would be pretty shitty. Okay, come on. I mean, I'll be honest, the lift makes things easier, but some things just aren't easy no matter what, so. Come on. Come on, you little fuck. And obviously all this header wrap's gonna have to be redone. I'm not gonna fuck with it, but I'm hoping somebody buys it, they'll redo it, because it's pretty nasty. Come on. Got it. I don't think I nicked the hose. I think I got lucky. I'll still warn the person who buys it. Okay. Stuff held up pretty well for how much heat it was subjected to and moisture and everything. Okay, so now just need a big ass pair of and a little bit of luck. It's gonna make a mess, I already know it. And of course it's seized on there. Oh yeah, here comes the mess. Please don't make it. Oh, thank God most of it was already drained. Come on. Okay. At least it's the blue coolant and not like the really, really nasty GM orange. That stuff's horrible. Okay. Man, this floor's dirty. Did I spill any anywhere else? Nope. Okay. That went pretty well, I think. I need to tie that hose down so it drains better. More zip ties. Oh, did I show you guys my Speed Freak garage? 3D printed, yeah. Anyway, probably 3 of them at least. Make it probably 4. What would we do without zip ties? Like seriously, what would we do without zip ties? Hey, come down here. Okay, I'll let that that shit drain for a while. And that's the lowest point in the engine, so I don't see why there'd be any coolant left after leaving that overnight. Ah, my hands are all sticky. Don't take that the wrong way. Okay, what else did I want to do while I was out here? I feel a lot better than I thought I was gonna feel, so I might as well keep working, right? Let's see, we can cut off our drift repairs. Let's see, there, 2. Okay, let's see, oh, there's 1. Because all this stuff's gotta be taken apart. And since it's gonna be a nice long project, we might as well fix the bumper. I mean, I'm not gonna buy a body kit because that's a waste on a race car, but I guess I should say a race car that you actually race. Burn. Okay, anyway, I think that's everything. Okay. Wow, that's a lot more coolant than I thought would be left. Okay, I'm hitting a wall. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It'll get more interesting, I promise. We're still waiting on our sound-absorbing curtain, so please, please, please give me a break while we're waiting on that curtain to show up. Thanks. See ya.